Hello, how are you both doing today? My name is Naufal Hisyam Ashshiddiq and I will be your interviewer for today. The result of this interview will be used as a reflection to improving our quality of our teaching method. Why did I pick both of you, Nadia, Fauziah, and Evi Nurhayari? Because you both earned the highest grade point from the entire class of 2019 based on last semester's result. Please accept my apologies in advance if we have to conduct this interview through a Zoom meeting, but what can we do? Since the pandemic is still out there, it's best to be safe than sorry, right? Okay, I believe the explanations are enough. Without further ado, let's get started. I'll start with the first question. Okay, the first question. What is the easiest and hardest subject from the last semester?
For me, the easiest subject from last semester is post-intermediate listening, and the hardest is essay writing.
The hardest one for me is probably the post-intermediate English structure, and the easiest one is media pembelajaran.
Second question. What factors that affected your decision to put the course in the easiest and hardest section?
The factors that I choose post-intermediate listening as the easiest because I really enjoy listening to the audio so that I can be more focused in the study. I can concentrate while listening that, and why I choose the essay as the hardest because I'm not really good at that, and I should study hard and work hard to understand about the subject and to be finish that subject and doing the task. It's very difficult for me.
The reason why I choose the post-intermediate English structure as the hardest one is because I barely can understand the material. Even though the lecturer did such a great job deliver the material, and he even made an hour-long video to explain it, but still I cannot understand it pretty well. Why I choose media pembelajaran as the easiest one is because the subject is pretty easy to understand, and the answer of the assignment that given by the lecturer is already in the PowerPoint that he gave, so we just have to kind of copy the answer from it.
Third question. How much time do you spend on doing assignments every night?
It's uncertain, but during this pandemic, it's uncertain because depends on how hard or how much the assignment that I should do. But during this pandemic, I spent 2 up to 4 hours per night.
I think it's depend of what kind of assignment is it. If it's like we have to write an essay or text, it took me a couple hours to finish it.
Fourth question. Which subject that gives assignment the most? Is the assignment difficult?
From last semester experience, the subject that give a lot of assignment is essay writing. It's very understandable why they gave us so many assignment because when you want to train your writing skill, you have to write as many as you can so that you can improve your writing skills. The difficulties that I've found during that writing assignment that um, you have to find your ideas and you should improve your ideas becoming an essay or paper, which that I'm not really good at that.
The subject that gave assignment the most is probably essay writing and post intermediate English structure. And yes, it is difficult for me.
5. What type of assignment that you like and you dislike? Type of assignment like filling a form, making video, or maybe assignment via Google Classroom or Edmodo. Please give me the reason.
Type of assignment that I like is maybe I prefer doing it at Google Form or Google Classroom because I think it's very easy and flexible and the safest place to do the task. And I don't really like doing the videos because it takes a lot of time because you have to write, you make a video of it, and if your video is not good enough, you have to remake the videos, and yeah, it takes a lot of time.
The type of assignment I like the most is probably making a video because if I made a mistakes, I just have to retake my video and no one will notice it. And the type of assignment that I a little bit dislike is assignment via Google Classroom because usually the assignment is more difficult, but I don't mind if the deadline is long enough for us to done it.
6. Which lecturer that you love the most?
Which lecture that I love the most? Pardon me, I can't really answer that question because I do always have a respect to all of the lecturer, so I can choose one of them to be my favorite. But if I really had to choose who is the lecturer that really impressed me the most, maybe it's Mrs. Maya Rahmawati.
If I have to choose one, it's probably Mrs. Ine Rahayu who teach pengelolaan pendidikan.
7. What is your opinion on his or her teaching method?
She teach us really well and passion.
I like her teaching method and she explained the material really well. And the most important thing is she doesn't give us too much assignment.
8. How could she or he do better?
She's explained the material through the Zoom meeting, Google Classroom, WhatsApp, every media that for her to reach us, and she's always respond her student nicely and passionately, and I feel like she's very concerned about us.
In my opinion, what she did is already enough. So I just want her to keep doing what she's already do.
9. Could you tell me what do you think of last semester's online course system?
I think last semester was good for me. I don't really mind doing the study at home. Yeah, I really enjoy doing that because it's simple and flexible.
In my opinion, it's kind of improving from the second semester because in the very beginning of online course, it's still very confusing. But now I think we're kind of used to it.
10th question. And the last, do you agree with the statement? Online course provide a time flexibility, but at the same time make students lazy and procrastinate on their college assignments.
I could agree and disagree with that statement because I think every student had different type of study or doing an assignment. Some maybe feel tired or lazy of online class, but for some maybe it's very beneficial for them since they have a lot of time and or they cannot face to face with the lecturer. They feel more confident, and I think we cannot just stereotype with that statement.
I strongly agree with that statement because that's what happened to me since the online course. Because I always do my assignment on the day that I supposed to submit it, or even worse, uh, maybe just a few hours before the deadline.
Okay, I think those are the questions I can ask for both of you. Your response will be very extremely helpful in enhancing the teaching quality of our campus. Thanks a lot for the both of you, and please maintain awareness, discipline, and stay healthy. Bye.